The Tiger Rising, chapter 26. He left Willie May at the motel and went down to the highway. Sistine, he shouted as he ran. Sistine, he screamed, and miraculously he saw her. Her orange dress with the pink polka dots glowing on the horizon. Sistine Bailey. Hey, he shouted. Sistine, I got something to tell you. I am not talking to you, she shouted back, but she stopped. She turned around. She put her hands on her hips. He ran faster. I come to tell you about the tiger, he said when he caught up with her. What about him? I am fixing to let him go, said Rob. Sistine squinted her eyes at him. You don't do it, she said. Yes, I will, he told her. He reached into his pocket and pulled out the keys and held them in front of her proudly as if he had just conjured them out of his thin air, as if they had never existed before. I am going to do it, he said. I am going to do it for you. Ooh, somebody screamed, and Rob turned and saw Buchan come speeding right towards him in his red jeep. Oh no, whispered Rob. Is it him? Sistine whispered. Rob nodded. Buchan pulled over to the side of the road, spraying mud and water everywhere. You out getting your exercise, he hollered. Rob shrugged. Speak up, roared Buchan. He got out of the jeep and came towards them. Rob quickly pocketed the keys. His heart thumped once loudly as if it was caution to him to keep quiet, and then it went back to beating normally. Well, look here, said Buchan when he saw Sistine. You are chasing girls, is that it? Man after my own heart. This is your girlfriend? Buchan pounded Rob on the back. No, sir, said Rob. He looked at Sistine. She was staring so hard at Buchan that Rob was afraid that the man might burst into flames. I got more goods for you, Buchan said. I left him back at the motel with Ida Bella. Yes, sir, said Rob. What's your name, little thing? Buchan said, turning to Sistine. Rob's heart gave another warning thump. Lord only knew what Sistine would say to Buchan. But Sistine, as always, surprised him. She smiled sweetly at Buchan. Sissy, she said. Well, that's pretty, said Buchan. That's the kind of a name worth running down the road after. He leaned over to Rob. Remember what we got going? You are keeping your many secrets, aren't you? Yes, sir, said Rob. Buchan winked. His toothpick wiggled. He got me some business in town, he said. He squeezed Rob's shoulder hard and then took his hand away. You and your girlfriend stay out of trouble now. You hear? Yes, sir, said Rob. Buchan swagged back to the jeep, and Rob and Sistine stood together and watched him get in it and rode down the highway. He's afraid, said Sistine. He's afraid of the tiger. That's why he's making you feed him. Rob nodded. That was another truth he had known without knowing it, the same as he had known that Sistine's father was not coming back. He realized now, somewhere deep inside him, more things than he had ever dreamed of. I'm sorry, he said. What I said about your daddy, I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about my father, said Sistine. Maybe he's coming to get you. He's not coming to get me, Sistine tossed her head. And I don't care. It doesn't matter. What matters is the tiger. Let's go set him free.